Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Khamzat Chimaev recently went off on Alex Pereira for ducking him in a video posted to his YouTube channel. Here's a clip.
I'm always ready. Alex Pereira, he has 6-1 record. He lost. I never lost in my life, you know. And he lost against the guy the guy is not in the UFC as well. So UFC don't want it, the guy don't want it, you know, what I gonna do? I just wanna fight. Give me somebody. If the guys run away from me, just give me somebody.
Here's what Chael Sonnen had to say about the situation.
Chimaev is still saying these things. Hey, I'll do it at 70 or I'll do it at 85. We get his message. His message is whatever you need to do to find somebody opposite me, and I'll give you 2 weight classes to do it in. We got that, but Chimaev's a human being, right? He's got his conscious mind, but then he's got his subconscious mind as well. And my guess would be he is feeding his subconscious mind, don't get your weight under control just yet. Before you pass over that beautiful holiday meal, keep in mind you might be going up to middleweight. So add the scoop of potato and spread the gravy around, right? I mean, it's one of those things. How are you going to get your weight under control if you don't even know what the weight is? And I think that was the problem that Chimaev just saw. And the only reason I tell you, but it's a very big reason, the reason I tell you that we, the audience, need to establish a spot for Chimaev is we can help to encourage to get him an opponent. Chimaev's saying 4 guys were offered the fight. We don't know who those 4 guys are, but we don't even have 4 guys that we've suggested. We, the media, we, the community, has not got behind an opponent and Chimaev because we don't know what weight class to do it at.
Yuri Prochazka is confident that Magomed Ankalaev defeated Jan Blachowicz when the two faced off a few weeks ago for the vacant light heavyweight championship. Here's what Prochazka had to say.
100%. Like everybody see that. So watch that. Ankalaev he was 100% like winner, but it was really close. It was really close. I'm very appreciated that he showed a big warrior spirit because his leg was that. Yeah, he showed really nice heart in that fight. Jan. He didn't use the opportunity to end Ankalaev with that because it was everybody watched that. So doesn't matter about their fight. Doesn't matter what will be the next. I will be focused just for me to make my show the best, to be in the best shape for the next fight.
Sean O'Malley and coach Tim Welch discussed why the UFC have not officially announced a fight between Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo.
Nothing's still official for the Aljamain Henry.
It drives me crazy, dude. Why is this not happening? What is it? It's one of those guys. I feel like one of those guys. I don't think it's a money thing. I don't. They're not gonna. UFC would say, all right, next guy. It's not a money thing, in my opinion.
They're not gonna budge on the money.
UFC said, here's what you're going to make. Henry literally retired because he wasn't getting paid enough, and now he's broke and wants to come back. So he's not going to be like, okay, he's coming back to make the money he was the same amount. Aljo's not going to get paid more. He's not a draw. That's just facts. That's not me throwing shots. It's a draw. Aljo would say the same thing. He's like, yeah, I'm not a draw. I don't have fans. He knows. Everyone knows. So what is it that's making him? Is it a weight thing? Is it like, is it an injury lingering? Is it what is it? I got to get to the bottom of this. I'm hiring a private investigator to follow them both around. Seriously, jokes.
Does this fight even happen, champ? Does the paperwork fall through and they say, you know what, Shane's up next. Never mind, Henry.
I don't know.
I don't know if it would be
Henry.
Henry. I think it would be
Aljo.
Aljo that's out.
That's out.
I think it's probably the weight cut.
You think Aljo's just too big and I can't make weight? I think he probably can make weight, but his excuse to the UFC is like, I don't know if I can make it.
What do you guys think about Welch and O'Malley's take on the title picture? And why do you think they have yet to make it official? Let us know in the comment section below. Daniel Cormier discusses whether or not Jon Jones is ready to face off against the best in the heavyweight division.
But for so many years, we, or the people, have waited for the move to heavyweight. Now with the time, I asked the question, has the intrigue worn off? Or are we still as excited about Jon Jones fighting at heavyweight as we did before? Because remember, there were monsters at heavyweight whenever the first word of him going up came out. But now we got the monster heavyweight champion, but we got monsters who move like bantamweights in Cyril Gane. If you listen to the Tai Tuivasa interview, he told me he couldn't understand how he was so fast.
Fast. a lot faster than you can train for.
He said, I never thought that he would disappear as quickly as he did. Before, Jones might have went up there and fought guys that were lumbering, but not anymore. These guys are athletes. These are the guys that you see on an NFL line somewhere, but now they're fighting. They're tremendous athletes. Not offensive line, not the 350-pound guys, the 270-pound guy like Aaron Donald and Chandler Jones. Those are the guys that are fighting in mixed martial arts now. So there's a whole new world of athlete waiting for Jones when he gets to the heavyweight division.
Quemuel Ottoni is the only MMA fighter who was able to beat Alex Pereira in MMA. Ottoni had this to say about Pereira in a recent interview and went on to say he believes he could beat him again.
The one thing, honestly, I'd say is he definitely got heavier. He built a bigger frame around him and redistributed weight in a better form. But I think that's it really. I wouldn't really put much else on his side. I see his jiu-jitsu as something limited. And in saying that, I'll transition to myself. I feel like my jiu-jitsu has improved leaps, and certain positions that I found myself in while fighting against him, I would have taken care of business much earlier if I was fighting him today. As well as my boxing, I feel like my boxing, my stand-up striking has improved a lot as well.
Cannonier has recently opened up on various struggles he went through after suffering a defeat to Israel Adesanya back at UFC 276.
Well, crying isn't a weakness.
Sure.
Crying is a biological thing that we do to release stress, relieve tension. It's not a weakness, So the fact that the world has led us to believe that our natural bodily functions are bad for us is. This is why I don't listen to people,
Yeah, you're right. Trust me, I'm a big crier, so I'm happy to hear you say that.
No, don't get me wrong. I wasn't back there sobbing and needed a shoulder to cry on. I need somebody to hold me, and it was just something I did to deal with it. It was a frustrating cry. I tensed up. It was frustrating, but I wouldn't say it was a sad cry or anything like that. It was more of a frustrating.
Yeah.
On the way home, I was fine. I wasn't still bumming out about the fight or anything. It was over. So when I was on the way back to the hotel, I was fine. It sucked, yeah, but I wouldn't say the sting was still there. It was just a moment in time. I don't hang on to these moments like that and let them drag me down or weigh on me like that. So if it's not going to help me, there's no point in hanging on to these thoughts or emotions.
Dana White has recently released a statement paying tribute to Stephan Bonnar, who recently passed away. Dana said, Stephan Bonnar was one of the most important fighters to ever compete in the octagon. His fight with Forrest Griffin changed the sport forever, and he will never be forgotten. The fans loved him, related to him, and he always gave them his best. He will be missed. Alexander Volkanovski recently brought in a Sambo fighter to help him with his preparation to face off against Islam Makhachev next year. Volkanovski says he had to humble the Sambo fighter during their sparring sessions.
Yeah, man, we ended up bringing a Sambo guy. So there was a guy that we come in, and it wasn't the most respectful in the conversation. So, I had to, so when we bring him in to sort of teach him a lesson. But anyway, it was, so I'll leave it. Put him in his place. It's not usually like that. I'm not usually like that. But I mean, he thought you're going to need this, need that. And then I showed him real quickly that we didn't need nothing. I'm not usually like that in training, but I mean, I had to prove a bit of a point. That's sort of how it was. So we sort of taught him a lesson.
Magomed Ankalaev has recently sent out a tweet suggesting that he will not be giving up his chance for the UFC light heavyweight gold and is more determined than ever to achieve this in 2023. Ankalaev recently tweeted, "It has been a learning experience. I'm not asking for handouts. I am moving forward, and I will not leave it up to the judges anymore. 2023, I will get the belt." What do you guys think about Ankalaev's comments? Will we see him become the UFC's light heavyweight champion in 2023? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.